I bet you Eric Dickerson would have loved to have played with Lamar Jackson because you're in the backfield with Lamar, and the edge rusher has to take Lamar and Eric. Can you imagine your numbers?
I'd have loved to have had that. I'm serious. I mean, it would have been like, all gamers can relate to this, like watching Madden football on rookie mode, because it would be like, all right, we're going to give you a shot. I'm going to turn my back, and this time, I'm going to give you a shot now this time. I mean, because he is so fast. And I was fast too, so I'd have loved to have a quarterback like that.
I was saying, I think, we're making too much of the fact that he dropped in the first round. Quarterback's hard to figure out. Like, I could watch you in college and go, that'll work in the NFL. It's not hard. I can watch Zeke. I can watch that kid at Wisconsin, Jonathan Taylor. I'm like, okay, that's going to work in the NFL. Quarterback, I think Joe Burrow's overrated. I think quarterback is a hard position. Hell, Russell Wilson got passed on by the Seahawks twice.
Well, a lot of it is not about the player. It's about sometimes the teams you go to also. You just said at Baker Mayfield in Cleveland. I mean, if he was in New England, it'd be different. If he was with the coaching plays a big role.
Huge.
I mean, the team you play on, the tools you have around you are pivotal, because this is the National Football League. This is the best of the best. So that is one of the big differences, when you look at a guy that goes to a team. Even a running back. You can look at running back sometimes and think, oh, that's a shoe-in. That's a shoe-in.
Look at Le'Veon Bell with the Jets O-line.
Exactly.
Now,
but I said that.
You did.
I said that.
Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
People can criticize Sam Darnold. Le'Veon Bell, his numbers he averages 1.5 yards less a carry. Steeler O-line to Jets O-line.
Exactly. The O-line. That O-line in the Jets is
terrible.
Man. It's terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, so, it was just like when I went from L.A. to Indianapolis, I still had great seasons at times, but it was harder because it was not the same running scheme. It wasn't the same offensive lineman. They didn't put the same push into running the football. I mean, that's what it was about. It's about we ran the football in L.A. In Indy, we ran it, but not like with the authority that we ran it, here in Los Angeles.
So I was saying is the NFC to me has been better than the AFC for years. The AFC has essentially been dominated by Peyton Manning and Tom Brady the last 15 years.
Yeah.
I mean, Flacco had one and Big Ben a couple, but basically those two have dominated. The NFC, we have seen Atlanta be 4-4, get hot, Dallas 3-5, Seattle last year, Philadelphia. The Rams are the last team in the NFL that I don't know if they're a playoff feeling team yet. But the minute they got Jalen Ramsey, they're a different defense. They've got the coach, special teams, Goff now rolling. They have very good weapons. To me, if the Rams go into Dallas and it's a comfortable win, is this the Falcons that got hot, the Seahawks got hot, the Philadelphia Eagles that got hot in December?
Well, any team get hot at the right time. That's what it comes down to. I mean, the Rams right now are playing good football. The first part of the year when they were 3-0, they were not playing good football. I mean, it was just like when I went back and I looked at when Jeff Fisher was here, and we were 3-1 at one point. And I said, look, this is not a real 3-1 team. I see the collapse coming. And people are like, oh, no way. I'm telling you, we wound up 4-12. Right now, the Rams are playing very good football. After that beating they got by Baltimore, it kind of turned them around, especially defensively. They were playing good, but they're playing a lot better now. Offensively, we're hitting pretty much on all cylinders. And I think a lot of it has to do with, like you said, right, Jared Goff getting outside the pocket. Last week, outside the pocket, he was 7 of 7 for 134 yards. He's not a guy that can sit back there. If you let him sit back there and don't get to him.
Oh, he's a brilliant thrower.
He's great. But if you put some pressure on him or hit him or make him start doing this, look out.
Yeah, it is. It's funny about, you look at the NFL, Baltimore's embarrassed a lot of people. So I kind of take that Rams loss to Baltimore and say, oh, they did this to New England. They did it. They've blown up a lot of people. When go back to your, like, for instance, I'll tell you a team I love this week is Houston. They were humiliated last week.
Yeah.
By the way, Baltimore got run over by Cleveland at home. Everybody in this league outside of maybe the Niners this year has gotten run over on a Sunday. So I tend to have a rule in the NFL. Seattle got run over last week by the Rams. So I have a rule in the NFL when I do Blazing 5. Whoever got humiliated the week before, as long as you're you're capable at quarterback, I take you. Do you remember having a game on a good team? You were humiliated.
Oh my gosh, yes. It's my rookie season. We won. I think we won the division.
Yes, you were very good.
Won the division or whatever. But anyway, we go to Washington. We play Dallas, beat Dallas in Dallas in the first round of the playoffs.
Nice.
Then we go to Washington. I'm talking about this ass whooping, 51-7.
Oh my Lord!
It was 30-0, I think, at halftime. So
now, was it scheme? Did you party? How do you explain that?
It was just cold. They were just better. We were just bad. I mean, we were bad that day. Everything went wrong.
Did you know it in the locker room? Did you know it in warm-ups?
Let me tell you how you knew it in the locker room. And what they had in that old RFK stadium, they turned the heat off on us. We had no heat in our locker room, so the locker room was cold. We come in at half. We're already getting killed. They had flooded the showers, and the heat was off. I'm like, we knew the game was over. You 30-0, you know the game's over. Yeah. You just start looking at the clock like, okay, I don't want to get hurt. I want to get out of here and stay healthy.
When you look, I have this weird theory. So everybody's paying attention to the Ravens today. But I'm a big believer. The NFL's a very strange business. A billionaire owner, 40-year-old executives, 50-year-old coaches, and 25-year-old players. And something about the Jets bothers me. I say there's an all-sideline team for coaches in the NFL. Harbaugh, Peyton, Sean McVay, Pete Carroll, Mike Tomlin are on the sideline. They have juice. They talk. They're positive. They're teachers. They're the all-sideline team. When I watch Adam Gase on the sidelines, he makes me anxious. He's buried in a play sheet. He's cynical. And my wife taught me this years ago. She said, when you come into the house with our kids, the first minute will dictate the mood of the house. Come in with a smile. How's everybody doing? If you're pissed, talk to me about it 5 minutes later. When I watched Adam Gase on the sideline last night, the optics, Sam Darnold comes over. You can tell Darnold's done with him. Am I nuts on this? I think this stuff matters.
Well, you're right, Kyle. It matters a lot because, you feed off your coaches and your coaching staff. I mean, you really do. When a coach almost like to a point, it's like, look, you're a head coach. You can't call everything. You can't do it all. But you have to be engaged with your coach. When you see a coach like I'm gonna say like a Pete Carroll or Sean McVay, who's over there talking to his players like, hey man, look, and getting excited with them, that keeps the players like, hey man, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it for our coach.
Even a disaster. By the way, the Seahawks have had multiple disasters near the end of 2 games this year, and Pete and Russell Wilson are like, let's go, guys, let's go. It's okay. Adam Gase, an interception in a game you're already losing, is barking at his quarterback. And I watch him, and I'm like, he is the worst. He and Matt Patricia in Detroit, by the way. It's not an intelligence thing. They're both bright guys. They're bad optically.
Well, I think some people are not good with people. I just can't. They're not people person. They're good at what they do. They're smart. But I'm not good at sometimes relating to other guys. The guys, because some people are like, okay, I'm gonna have you tell the guys this. Because I'm just not. It won't come out the same.
Who was the best you had at communicating? The room, owning the room.
2 head coaches, and John Robinson.
Yeah, that's an easy one. John's great. I've seen him speak.
Yeah, John Robinson and Ron Meyer. Ron Meyer was the type of coach that he'll come in, we'd have him practice on Wednesday. He'd get us all fired up. We're like, let's go play the game right now. we can't wait till Saturday. We want to play right now.
Yeah.
And those are the kind of coaches you really love playing for.
Do you ever have one that wasn't great in the room?
Yeah. I don't want to say his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was.
No, it wasn't great at all. I mean, it was like, oh my God, how did they get this clown? How he's a head coach?
You don't have to mention his name, Eric.
No, I just have a clown.
Deductive reasoning. We'll go look at where you played and we'll figure it out.
I'll say in Atlanta. Let's put it like that. Did I say Jerry Glanville? Did I say Glanville? Did I say that?
He wasn't great, right?
Oh my gosh,
too goofy.
Oh my gosh. I mean, leaving tickets for Elvis Presley. Why just leave tickets for God? If that's the case.
You're not wrong.
Thank you.
Good seeing you, bud.
Good seeing you, too.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.